Alrighty, I'm so excited for you guys to hear this book. It's called Don't Call Me Bear. And it's by Aaron, I think it's Blabey. I believe his name is Blabey. Don't Call Me Bear. What do you guys know about koalas? What do you know about koalas, Jaron?
I know that they look like bears, but they're just tiny creatures.
Okay, does anybody know where they live? Do you know? Australia. They do. They live in Australia. Now, I wish that I could do a really good Australian accent because this book would be so great in an Australian accent, but I tried and it just didn't work out so well. So I'm going to use my Mrs. Strozier accent. Is that okay? Okay, I'm just going to use my Mrs. Strozier. Kaylee, what did you want to say?
Koalas, when they're born, they're probably like tiny.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We're going to learn about what kind of an animal, when I read this book, we're going to learn about what kind of an animal they are. And it's called a marsupial. They're going to talk about that in here. Does anybody know what a marsupial is?
They live in a mama's pouch.
They do, absolutely. You guys are so smart. They live in their mama's pouch. Okay, so you guys ready? Okay, I'm so excited. Okay, don't call me bear. Don't call me bear. Don't call me bear. Good day. My name is Warren. His name is Warren. And I've got something to share. Looks like he's sitting in his underwear, doesn't it? That rhymes, doesn't it? Underwear, share. Just because I'm furry doesn't mean that I'm a bear. Bear, not a bear. That bear's big, isn't it? I tell you how this started. It's been going on for years. Captain Cook said, "Hey, a bear!" Those crazy pioneers. Captain Cook was an explorer, and he saw a koala for the first time, and he thought it was a bear. So that's what he said. Hey, a bear. Here's a chart of common marsupials. Now, didn't we say that marsupials? This is a possum. Possums live here in the United States. We can see possums. Kangaroo. We don't have kangaroos here, do we, except for at the zoo. A wombat. We don't have wombats here either. A koala. And a Tasmanian devil.
What's that? What is that?
He only lives over by Australia. I believe he lives in an island.
Tasmanian devil?
Tasmanian devil. There used to be a cartoon that there was a Tasmanian devil a long time ago when I was a little kid.
What do they look like?
What? They look like that.
Tasmanian devil?
They live in Tasmania.
Do they bite?
They do. See, look at his teeth. Can you see his teeth, Jaron?
Go in there.
You think so? That would be cool. See, if they'd done their homework, then they would know it wasn't true. Marsupials is what we are, and you should know that too. But if I got $1 for every time you called me bear, I tell you what, and no mistake, I'd be a millionaire. Australia doesn't have bears, except some at the zoo. No bears next 3,000 miles. No bears in Australia. Do we have bears here?
Yeah. No bears.
You find bears in Canada and polar regions too.
He's eating fish.
I don't live in the U.S. and catch fish in a stream. We do have bears here, don't we?
Yeah.
I'm not some 10-foot grizzly bear who makes the campers scream, "Help, a bear!" So I have had a gutful, and I'm sorry if I shout. I'm not a bear, I'm really not, and you should sort it out.
He's angry. Imagine if he was a bear.
I'm hearing some special words in this book. Have you guys hearing some special words? What do they do? What do these words do? Do they...
They make the other letters say their name.
Oh, do they? Some of them do, don't they? And some of them rhyme, don't they? Yes. Kangaroos are kangaroos. You don't call emus chooks. A platypus is not a duck, even though that's how it looks. Have you guys ever seen a platypus?
Yeah.
Platypuses are weird, very strange. But why am I so different, pal? Yeah, what's your little game? Why am I the only mug you don't call by his name? Look at them, toy koala bears. But he marked it out.
He really doesn't like toys.
He doesn't like to be called a bear. Why am I the only one in the whole entire bush? You may not be a bear mate, but you look like one. So...
I already know what I'm going to do.
What do you think he's going to say?
We're going to color the form. It's going to
Shush! Oh, what a cute little bear. Huh, yeah, bears are the greatest.
Oh, God.
Do you know what it means when they put little things up there and it's gray like that? Yes, he's mad, isn't he? He's pretty disgusted.
Well, they might get attacked by him.
And that's the end. So, what are we going to call koalas bears anymore? No, we're only going to call them what? Koalas. Because they don't like to be called bears because they are not a bear. They do look like a bear, don't they?
But they're gray. But they have big noses.
They do have big noses and big ears.
Don't have big noses.
No.
And bears don't climb trees a lot.
Some bears do.
Yeah.
We read about a bear yesterday that was called a sun bear in one of my classes. And they actually do climb trees. They actually have no fur on the bottom of their feet so that they can climb up a tree and eat honey. They live in nests up in the trees and they eat honey. They're called a sun bear. I know. Because do you know what? The wonderful thing about books is that I read books all the time with my kids and I learn something every single day that I did not know before. Something every single day I learn something new, and I think that is amazing because I'm really old, and when I can learn something new, think about what you guys can learn. Every single day you guys can learn something new. Thank you. You guys can learn something new every single day from reading a book. So what do you guys need to be doing? Reading. That's absolutely right, because reading is the best thing that we can do. Makes us so excited, doesn't it?